What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the What the Fuck Gym Talk podcast. Another video podcast today, and mainly because I'm doing screen recordings of a few articles that popped up into my newsfeed somehow, some way, and I haven't seen anyone else talk about them, but they were so fucking absurd, I needed to talk about them. And there's two of them. This is the kind of shit that I would typically write about in the WTF Weekly newsletter. And I don't know if I'm going to do that this week because I'm busy. And by busy, I'm be level with you. It's not that I'm busy. I got a bunch of Cleveland buddies coming down for the Browns-Panthers game on Sunday. And after my Saturday morning workout, the rest of the weekend is going to be nothing but debauchery and shenanigans. So I really don't see myself writing a fucking newsletter and getting it out to you. But this is the next best thing. So for those of you guys listening to this, audibly only, you'll be missing out on some of these visuals, but I'll do my best to describe the articles. Any of you guys that are, you're a YouTuber, you watch that shit, or you're watching this on Spotify, enjoy this. Guys, here we go. So right off the bat, I see an article and there's a word in it that literally just makes me go from 6 to fucking midnight, okay? Here's the article. Blink Fitness to offer complimentary hypnosis to get people moving. Yes, they are going to be offering actual hypnosis with an actual licensed hypnotherapist. If you find exercise too much of a mental block, right? You have too many obstacles in your way to get yourself up and going for exercise. And so check this out. Here's the line from their landing page. Like, if we go to this thing, here's their fucking landing page on this. It's called Gymnosis. Gym-fucking-nosis, okay? BlinkGymnosis.com. Here we go. Hate the gym? Gymnosis can help. At Blink Fitness, we're the gym for everybody, even people who hate the gym. And through the power of hypnosis, we want to help gym haters learn to love it. We're bringing in trained hypnotherapists who will try to put you into a hyper-relaxed state and speak right to your subconscious, starting to change the way you think about exercise in the gym. So check it out. So they are doing these in person, these actual Gymnosis sessions in person at somewhere in New York City by like one of their flagship locations. So that's live and in person, or you can sign up for a virtual, and you can bet your ass I have signed up for a virtual Gymnosis session doing mine next week. I've been told from the waiver and everything they make you fill out, it can be me. It can be a minimum of 10 to 30 people is what I should expect for my group hypnosis session. And here's the fucking thing, right? I obviously think this is fucking silly. Like, I think most people would look at this and be like, well, that's absurd. However, think about it. Like, if this were to fucking work, if literally you could get a bunch of fat, lazy people who have no motivation to go to the gym, they would like to be different, but they're just chemically, they're just wired in a way that they can't, read a Jocko Willink book or watch a David Goggins video and get, muster up the encouragement to slap on a playlist and, go sweat their fat ass on a treadmill for 30 minutes. If that is like truth, right? They just can't get there. And hypnosis is a solution? Holy shit. How awesome is that? Like, but here's the scary fucking thing, right? If this works, I don't think it will. I don't think it will at all. But if this works, what other industries are going to start offering as like their front end offer? Like, hey, do you not want to do our thing or buy our product or use our service? Like, you have zero interest in it? Like, you'd like to, but there's a part of you that just detests the idea of doing it? Well, maybe we can alter your subconscious so that you don't think those things and you end up giving us your money anyway. Like, the power of this. Now, I've never been hypnotized. I've never even seen it. Like, some people have had it happen in class. And I think in college one time, they brought a guy in to do like a group thing. And I was super high. I remember like it was one of the first times I ever done edibles. and then you walk into Psych 101 as a freshman, like, okay, if you guys remember, we got that hypnotist coming in, you're like, oh, fuck, today's gonna get real. But I've never done it like as an adult, like, or someone who actually was like gonna participate, but I truly am. I'm gonna go to this virtual session, I'm gonna try this thing out, and I'm gonna see what it's like. Now, first, I was like, okay, so are they just like grabbing random hypnotherapists around the country and having them do this? Of course not. They actually have very specific hypnotherapists. So let's go back to this page right here. All right, here we go. So we have Carolyn Barnes and, oh, I'm gonna mess this up, Ajamu Ayinde. Ajamu Ayinde. All right. Yeah, Ajamu Ayinde, I think that's what it is. So, Carolyn Barnes and Ajamu. So, I obviously go to find out who these people are, and this is what I find. I find Carolyn. Ajamu isn't on the Instagrams.
In fact, my mother used to say.
Ajamu isn't on the Instagrams. He is on LinkedIn and Facebook. But I found Carolyn, and she definitely seems to know her shit. Check it out, though. This is one of her Instagram reels, and this is where I got like real excited. Like, I kind of hope Carolyn's the one I get.
When I was growing up, in fact, my mother used to say, Carolyn, you're so dramatic. Go put your feelings in a drawer and then come back and talk to me. So if you can imagine me as a child, I'm like 9 years old with my head in my underwear drawer, you know, going like, how is this supposed to help? Really?
Carolyn actually put her head in her underwear drawer when her mother told her to put her feelings in a drawer. I'm feeling good about Carolyn. I'm feeling fucking good about Carolyn. I'm really hoping this is the one I get.
But I kept at it for way too long. Anyway, I'm going to give you a tool that will absolutely calm down your nervous system and give you a better handle on your emotions. And the most important takeaway here, people, is when you can calm down first, it's reverse engineering, before you start looping and problem solving, all of a sudden you'll find that you're more in the solution. If you do it the other way around, you know, keep thinking and revisiting the things that are making you feel so emotional, it's actually going to expand the emotion and grow, opening up other rabbit holes and reaffirming limiting beliefs, because it's like you're wearing a lens of distortion when you are feeling emotional. And so take the lens off by doing this exercise. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand, and instead of putting it over your heart, you're going to put it underneath your left armpit near your heart. And you're going to take the other hand, the left, the one that's left, and you're going to put it over your right shoulder.
All right, so here I am, like, I feel like Mary Catherine Gallagher. Remember that from fucking Saturday Night Live, where she just like fucking smells her armpits whenever she gets stressed out. She like shoves her fingers underneath her armpits, sniffs them violently when she gets his anxiety. So that's what I'm thinking right now as I'm watching Carolyn, but I'm gonna give Carolyn the benefit of the doubt that she's gonna pull this through. Let's see what happens.
And what this does is it creates a container, if you will. It feels as if it's like a baby.
This creates a container. If you're doing this at home, right hand under the left armpit, right hand over the shoulder, squeeze yourself tight. You are in a container now. And this container is going to alleviate that anxiety that you feel. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. That's going to reinforce the limiting beliefs that you have. Don't think about it. Just be in your container. Listen to Carolyn, guys. This is what we need to be doing. You're stressed out and you don't think you want to go to the gym one day? Right hand, left armpit, left hand, right shoulder. Squeeze that container until you get to a place where you're like, okay, I've been sitting in my car long enough. People are walking by. They think I'm a fucking weirdo. One's going to call the cops. I should probably just go into the fucking gym and get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes.
Baby being swaddled. And
it's definitely like a baby being swaddled.
Feelings. And so the truth is it activates part of the brain that signals soothing and calming. And we're going to take it a step further. And so while you slowly breathe, inhaling in, I like to say, for a count of 4, exhaling out for 8, twice as long Also calms the
Carolyn's the tempo breathing. Okay, I can get with that. I fuck with tempo breathing. I'm down with that, Carolyn.
nervous system. But we're going to look left and right while we squeeze. So you're going to squeeze and look in the direction of your squeezes. And keeping...
This lady looks fucking insane right now with what she's doing. If you're listening, I can't help you, but like the hand on the armpit, squeezing yourself, and then looking left and right. If you literally saw someone doing this in public, like in their car, before going into the gym, or you get into some anxious situation, you just saw someone do this, you would start backing up because you're afraid that they're literally going to fucking pull a Columbine. They're going to do something crazy. Like, again, I'm not a guy, it's not that I think hypnotherapy is a fucking sham. Like, I swear to God, this is a true story. My uncle, like, swears, like, my uncle did a heroic amount of drugs back in the day. And one of the things is he quit all that shit cold turkey, but cigarettes was the one thing he couldn't kick. And he used a hypnotherapist, and he's never smoked another cigarette. So, but I don't know. If you got, you know, if you can stop doing mescaline and coke and fucking smack and all that other shit, cold turkey, probably the cigarette wasn't that hard, Unc. But like, you know, you get what I mean, right? Like, I love him. Like, I'm just busting balls. But it's one of these things where it's not that I don't believe in hypnotherapy. I just believe that if you can get there with hypnotherapy, you probably maybe could have gotten there on your own. You just needed to find the right fucking, the angle, whatever it is. You didn't need to shove your fingers in your armpits and wiggle in the car.
When your head still and slowly breathing, you'll find sooner or later your breath drops and you calm down. And it's from a calm, relaxed place that a person becomes more resourceful. Because it's not the story that needs processing, it's the emotion that needs recalibrating. And so...
Anyway, so Carolyn here, I'm fucking pumped. I cannot wait to fucking finger my armpits during my hypnosis session. And I want to get over to the other guy. I thought he was real interesting too, real quick. This is our boy over here, Ajamu, what did I say his name was? Jamu Ayinde. And so again, like, is it weird that I'm looking up everyone's Instagrams and their Facebooks and stuff? No, that's what we do these days. You don't know something about someone, you go to the internet, you Google them. And I scrolled through, he had a bunch of cool motivational quotes, but what really got me excited was this right fucking here. Jamu, you Trekkie motherfucker. Look at this guy. He's got the Spock ears on. He looks like he's got this like white robe thing. He looks like he's some kind of fucking retreat where they're gonna sacrifice a few goats and virgins out in the woods. He's got his little, what's that, like the nanu nanu, like that's Mork and Mindy. But whatever, he's able to do that thing with his hands like I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, this guy looks good, right? I mean, when I think of what, you know, what I think of like what a hypnotherapist, you know, is or looks like, I don't know what to think. But this kind of fits the bill, right? He's a good guy. I'm excited. This is, maybe I'll get a Jamu. And Jamu looks like he's kind of like into LARPing. He's got some really cool photos here of him at like a Renaissance festival or something that definitely looks like LARPing. LARPing's where you dress up like you're from the medieval times and you beat people with wooden sticks in the name of fun on a Saturday, which is also why you don't have custody of your kids and all that other fun shit. So anyway, this is a Jamu. Here's I'm going to close on this Blink Fitness thing. Blink Fitness, I mean, give them fucking props. What a ballsy fucking move this is. I mean, you think about the meeting. Like, think about the meeting in which, you know, Johnson stands up and goes, listen, I know sales are down, sir, but I've got an idea. It's a little bit outside the box. Tell me what you think. All the people that are in the gym are good, right? They're paying us. That's good, right? Everyone's like, yeah, that's good, Johnson. It's like, okay, what about all the people not paying us? Well, Johnson, they don't pay us for whatever reason, but we don't have their money. Yeah. But hear me out. What if we could get their money and they voluntarily gave it to us? We don't even have to steal it from them. Johnson, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about a little magic called hypnosis. Like, can you imagine the guy who fucking had to pitch this to a company as big as Blink Fitness? If you're not familiar with Blink Fitness, a big fucking company, a global gym type model, and literally like, let's get people who are, you know, mentally probably not there, their social cues are definitely not present, their self-esteem might be low, their decision-making skills are obviously fucking bad because all they do is face fuck funyuns every day and watch repeats of The Price is Right. These people they're like right there on the cusp of like, they probably will join a cause. Like they probably, you know, check where they were in January, probably at the Capitol building. Like they'll jump behind a fucking bandwagon if you just tick them over that edge, like just push them over the edge. Hypnosis could fucking do that. Like a Blink Fitness is akin to a Planet Fitness for those of you who need a brand comparison. And the clientele obviously that go to these gyms are the either lower motivation, right? Because the risk to reward there of $10 a month or whatever the cost of Blink Fitness is right, where it's like, yeah, if I don't use it, no big deal, right? Not that serious people don't go to Planet Fitness and Blink Fitness, who are, you know, great fitness enthusiasts and go, you know, 17 times a week. There's definitely that too. But by and large, that's their demographic, right? People who, they don't give a fuck, but $10 a month and a little keychain medallion makes them feel like they give a fuck. Like it checks the box on the guilty. So when they're, you know, going and, you know, go puffing or postmating an extra pint of Ben & Jerry's at 11 p.m., they don't feel like as big a piece of shit, right? Like, because they've got the keychain. Like they got the little check-in tab thing on their keychain and they stare at that like, see, I'm a member. I got it. Like I can definitely do 2 more pints. Anyway, I'm really pumped about Blink Gymnosis. Excited to see how this goes. I will be filming that entire hypnosis session, and I'll do something with that. You'll be hearing about that soon. But guys, that's it. I got another article I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this podcast. I'm going to post the other one. But that's Blink Gymnosis. What do you think? Like, is this bullshit? Is this absolutely just like fucking insane? Are they going to lose all credibility? Will Johnson be fucking fired by next quarter because this was like the laugh? Like it just takes one popular like real comedian or like, you know, someone with a funny Twitter rant to fucking get this out into the public side. Like I don't think anyone knows about this. I've not heard anybody talk about this, and this is kind of a big thing. We talk about like the white space and creating a unique sales proposition. This is certainly one of those things. I'm tickled fucking excited to try to get hypnotized. And there's a part of me that just wants to fuck with that whole like prank it like real bad, but I'm gonna take it seriously. I think I'm really gonna try to take it seriously because I'm just super curious. Like if I really put myself mentally there, like I'm someone who's, you know, a lazy piece of shit who just cannot get my own self-motivation to go to the gym, and I'm going to let Carolyn put my head in. You know, I don't want my head to be in her drawer, so I'm going to have Carolyn help me out with my armpit fingering exercises. So that's that, guys. Blink Gymnosis. Hit me in the DM, comment down below where the fuck you're seeing this, and let me know what you think. Is it bullshit or is it fucking brilliant? Until I see you in the next podcast, have a great fucking day.